entering a world of realization in exact infinite balance.
Infinite balance, giving you that energy from the cosmos to your centers, flows. Star seeds, star souls, wagwan. So me here, sir, back again around the stomping grounds, Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and me a chuckle right now because check it out. See, like someone forget them shoes, or maybe forget them leg too. Maybe up Pinocchio up in this house. Here, so anyway, we here, so on this balmy type of weather. It feels about 8 degrees, but in all honesty, it feels a lot warmer because we're down by the lake, and usually when you're down by the lake is a little bit cooler, and even down by the lake, it feels extra warm. Maybe it's because of the wind, who knows, but me know say me love it, and me are gonna do a lot more videos when the weather's like this. I won't be confined in area 801. Me are gonna be confined outside. So right now me are talk about kind of like a secret to one secret to eternal youth, and that secret is not telling people your age, how old you are. And a lot of people are wondering why. A lot of people say they don't care. And I'll tell you why. Words are like spells. More, in fact, they are spells. That's why if you know a person, say, will curse a lot. Every time the person, whatever come out the person's mouth is a curse. You know, say a lot of negativity coming way, because words cast spells. That's why when you think positive, you do your positive affirmations and you keep on doing them over and over again. You notice a lot of good things happen and they come around your way. So, as you hear the car them racing. So when it comes to age now, whatever your age is, the more people that know about the age when you tell them, the more you get put in a box. And the more you get put in a box subconsciously, that mindset's going to your head of whatever age it is that you're in. Now, this don't really matter when you're young. If you're a young person, when I say young, I mean a child. When you're children grown into teenager, early 20s, because right there, so nothing's really fixed. Because in all naturality, it's like a young man world. You could go to any type of job, they're not gonna ask your age. They see you look young, you're gonna do your job. But at a certain aspect, that's when people start being put in a box. And again, when you're put into a box, you come across those situations where the spells are cast, and subconsciously in your mind, you stay to that age, whatever age you are, or whatever age you're going to, it gets more and more and more. That's why a lot of times, even when people are trying to make you a compliment, it's still casting spells. And what do you mean by that? Not really a backhanded compliment. They are trying to give you a nice compliment, but it's a spell that's being cast. A good example. Oh my goodness! This person could run very far. I can't believe she's so and so age. I can't believe she's that and that age. Or I can't believe he's that age and he can lift all this weight. Or he could run like that. Or he looks the way he do. You know, situations like that. Even though they're giving you a compliment, it's casted spells. So subconsciously in your brain, it goes into there, and it just ages the body to the age that people keep on saying. That's why, me personally, I'm gonna tell you, the less people that know about your age, the more youthful you'll be on the inside and on the outside. And it's not like you're not supposed to tell anyone. Whoever's in your inner circle, of course, your family members, obviously they're gonna know how old you are. If you end up going into a intimate relationship, of course your significant other are gonna know what age you are. But I would suggest that you have a deep conversation. If you're the type of person that don't want no one to know your age, talk to that person and tell them why. And hopefully if that person is really your twin flame or your lover or your soulmate, whatever the case may be, that person will respect it and keep the age to themselves. Because you know, say in this road over here, sir, everyone's is being put in a box, whether it's because of race or whatever the case is. But for the most case, we know it's about age. And if you want to stay useful from the inside and also from the outside, because a lot of people may look it from the outside, but in the inside they're not really. And that's why them same people, they go and have them certain type of diseases and diseases and end up, well, you know, pushing up them other things, you know. So I want to give those things about, maybe I'll call it like ageism, something like that. But I also know one secret to having youthful looks and staying youthful, a secret upon that. So for people that didn't really practice that out, I know for myself the reason why I'm talking about it, because me myself going through that. And again, people they're not lie when they talk about how a person looks before them finding out. Because I noticed that with myself. It's funny because we talk to a lot of people there's been instances where people will come up to me and just, you know, just assuming a certain type of age, which always ends up being younger, even though I have a frosty beard, but they'll go something like, oh, when I was your age I used to do this and this, but now I can't do it. Then sometimes I'm just kind of like in my head, may laugh, because for the most part I'm either about that same person's wisdom miss, or maybe even a little bit older. But anyway, that's one tip, a trick, if you want to call it a trick, or a step, if you want to call it a step, onto just this whole ageism thing and how it's a secret to youthful, eternal, bliss, eternal looks, not only for you pretty people out there, star souls, star seeds, but for everybody on the planet. Let's say age ain't nothing but a number. In all actuality, for the most part, it's true, because man invented time, or humans, or whatever the case is, and that doesn't really exist on a real type of plane. So anyway, as we're looking outside here to the pretty water then, which also give you energy. I'm gonna be doing a lot more videos out here, so you know. And right now I'm feeling all that energy myself. So for the people out there, so from the north, south, east, and west, you know, everybody out there, you look beautiful, and you want to stay beautiful, and keep the age to yourself, because beauty is not only in the eyes of the beholder, but in the eyes of nature. So everybody out there from the north, south, east, and west, stay blessed, and more blessed. society control your reality. Take the red pill, control your own reality. And now show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.